Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome to RPLF 2 Season 11. It is the opening round here at Bahrain. I am your commentator and Season 9 champion, Benix714, and alongside me today is the reigning F2 champion, RPL Egg. Hello Egg, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Looking forward to another race here. Start of the season at Bahrain should be good. New format for everyone today, so see how it goes.
Yeah, new format as you said. 3 races, 2 sprints and a feature. It'll be interesting to see, and maybe some potential records to be broken this season with what it looks like it's going to be 30 races this season.
Yeah, so a lot of chances for wins, a lot of points to be scored this season, and there's certainly favourites. Certainly people that aren't favourites, but we'll see what happens.
And we have some familiar faces and some new faces. We got Leon in the field. There's also RPL Jordan, Bunkers, just some familiar faces, as I said. MZQ from last season, and RPL Titan, ACL, AK. A lot of familiar faces, but also some new faces in the form of Bad F1 Opinion, Pluto, who started last season for a few races. We'll see how the new drivers fare.
It is quite difficult to adjust to these cars. It usually takes quite a few races to get your eye in. But I'm sure everyone's been practicing for this. It's start of the new season, so.
Unless you're Zakaria and don't practice for F2.
To be fair. Tell you what, I'm gonna put a bet on it now. Grog is going to get 3. He's not going to get pole, but I believe
Leon
in George.
Pole, cause Leon.
Well, depends if he crashes or not, to be honest.
If Leon doesn't crash on his quali lap, he's taking pole, and I don't care what anyone says. Alrighty, so pretty much a full grid here as we wait for everybody to select their strategies, select their setups, tires, all that sort of garbage.
Pretty surprised it's not wet, to be honest.
Yes, because it rains so much in Bahrain every single day of the week, every single day of the year.
It is in the name, so.
Bahrain, I mean, come on. You make a very good point there.
One shot quali, so it's still a die. I mean, it's very risky, and most people don't like push the limits too much because they just want to get a lap in. So
yeah, obviously with the strict corner cutting can be difficult. And Jordan once again thinking someone else is an alt account. Didn't he think that in tier 2 yesterday? Yeah, he thinks everyone's an alt.
Yeah.
Maybe the
whole league is
Quali is now underway with SLR Andre currently on pole. Of course, we haven't made it to a braking zone yet, so we'll see what happens. We get into turn 1, and it is still Andre on pole at the moment. On the yellow striped medium tire, Pluto now goes to the lead. Of course, Pluto, he raced, I think, once or twice last season. I believe it was twice as we go through the first sector split, and it looks like it's going to be purple for Mr. Pluto.
I don't know if it's a visual glitch, but I've got Owen, AK's currently first.
I don't know. It changes so much.
Yeah. Oh!
And Leon has been disqualified. No, Leon!
There goes your prediction. That's not good.
No! The GOAT! Instead of qualifying on pole, he's qualifying in last. ACL now on pole position on my screen. In David Beckman's Campos.
It's very tight at the top here. Top 5 covered by not that much at all. All going through the quick right-hander, easy to spin. Well, not in F2 cars, but it's a very difficult corner. Have to keep your foot down. Understeer through here now, and now it's the drive to the final corner. And we'll see who's on pole here.
At the moment, it is still MZ here. At the moment, it's MZQ now in the UNI Virtuosi. As we go through the final corner, let's see who nails it best. MZQ coming to the line. Is it going to be pole? It is not pole. It's Bourbon with a 38.16 Ford. Mr. Bourbon Boy in the Dams taking pole position with RPL Jordan rounding out the front row. But I believe the top 10 is reversed for the first sprint race, which means Groggers and Stenner are your front row.
Yeah, so Groggers on pole, like I said, definitely, yeah.
Apparently they're having. Am I streaming on the? I'm streaming. It says I'm streaming, but I don't think a ping went in the RPL Discord, so no one knows that I'm actually streaming.
I'll check.
But for the feature race, Bourbon, Jordan, MZQ, Pluto, and ACL, your top 5 for the feature race. But for sprint race 1, it's Groggers and Stenner, SLR Andre, Bad F1 Opinion, and AK.
We are live, so I don't know if they can't see it or not. But
I don't know. I don't think the ping went off in the social feed chat. Alrighty, sprint race 1. It's a new era for RPL F2 with 3 races. I believe this is the first ever time with 3 races. And I believe it is, if I'm not mistaken, Groggers is on pole position for this. So we'll see what happens. And of course, the social feed chat is being extremely gay and not posting the stream in the chat. So that's very unfortunate. But Mr. Egg, what do you think is going to happen heading into turn 1?
well, it's a tight turn 1, and then there's a little chicane after it as well. So, I mean, this is always is difficult. This first complex of corners, especially in F1 Tier 2 yesterday in the F1 cars. There's a couple incidents in turn 1 there, but George will leave us. Groggers will leave us away, also known as George, in his Carlin. He had a alright season last season. I think he got. Oh, it's a high tech. Sorry. He had an alright season last season. I think he got like P7 in the standings. Probably looking to improve on that this season. He's growing as a driver. He's
getting better. Definitely he's getting better.
Yeah. And then Stenner. I haven't actually seen Stenner drive these cars ever, so I don't know.
Stenner, is that Laggy Layton? I don't know.
No, it's Enric Stenner, I think.
That's someone else. Okay.
Yeah. Then Andres.
For some reason I thought.
Reserving.
Andre, he was fast last season.
He was fast last season. Very good in the races.
He's getting overtaken by AK.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if Owen believes him. Oh dear.
And may I point out, in the midfield, you got Pluto, and Stenner's been disqualified. That's interesting. In the midfield, you got Pluto, you got MCQ, Bourbon in 10th, who will be on pole for the feature. Up front, you have Bad F1 Opinion, who's making his RPL debut. I don't think he raced yesterday, so this is going to be the debut race for Mr. Bad F1 Opinion, who has a popular Instagram page, but it's not like everyone has that, so... And then you got Rage Panda, who's going to try and make a name for himself in that MP car. Patrick Titan in 13th, Rect 91, Allied Square, and Bunky with a very shit lap that put him in 16th. He'll be looking to improve on that, so he can get himself into the top 8 for Sprint Race 2. Enough of me talking. Are there any dark horses that you see, Egg?
Well, I was going to mention, because you have to mention him, RPL Titan Iron, also known as Titan Iron Wolf. I think he's the most experienced driver on this grid, and he hasn't. I don't think he's won a race in F2 yet, but we'll see. We'll see if he can pull out of the bag from P13. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yes, it will be very interesting indeed, as the last car making his way to the grid is the GOAT himself, Leon. A lot of unknowns here heading into the first race of the new 2021 cars, a new era for RPL Formula 2. We'll see what happens. As we wait 5 red lights for Season 11. And it's lights out and away we go. SLR Andre, he does get away well. He gets away extremely well. SLR Andre is going to be leading heading into turn 1. Stenner on the inside. Groggers gets swamped by the 2 of them. It's Stenner in the lead, but Andre will have the inside into turn 2. Into turn 3 now. It's going to be wheel to wheel as Stenner spins it.
Yeah.
Stenner spins from P2. There's incidents in the back. But it's Andre that leads Groggers, Pluto, AK, and ACL. What a start as ACL spins.
Yeah, Andre showing the he's quite experienced, quite a good driver off the start there. George maybe showing a bit of nervousness there. He didn't get away well.
There's
Was
Allied
third,
Square in the wall in the back too.
And Allied Square is out. Yes. Can I just ask about AK? You can see him up the top. He's 16th.
Oh dear, the AK got damage. He crashed into the back of Groggers.
AK 16th on my screen, so I think I might leave and rejoin.
Okay, yeah. AK is third now as he flies down the inside of Groggers. Groggers is going to get the switch back here. And Groggers back into P3, but AK tries to send it through the fast right-hander. Can't get it done. Of course, he's got wing damage now, so he'll have to nurse that for the rest of this race. But, car going wide. Groggers might lose a spot to AK as they go wheel to wheel. They bang wheels. They bang wheels again. Some rough racing here going on between AK and Groggers as Groggers goes a touch wide. AK goes through. Jordan will be looking to pick up the pieces of this as Andre leads lap 1 of Season 11. And here comes Jordan. He's going to try and get past Groggers. And he's got late braking. Groggers with stupid late braking. He goes wide, and he's going to lose like 4 places because of it. And almost gets wrecked by Bonkers, who's had an incredible start. And as I say that, he spins it! Oh, I am so sorry, Bonkers. I have cursed you. Bonkers spins
the
from
magic of
P6.
RPL2 there.
Alrighty. The top 2 settled in, Andre and Pluto. And towards the back, you got Bourbon and Titan. And as you said, Titan could be a dark horse today. He's up into 8th place, which is reverse grid pole for race 2.
Brilliant start by Jordan. As I say that, he goes off the track into the turn 10. One of the most tricky corners here. You have to brake quite as late as possible, really, but then there is prone to going overshooting the corner.
AK goes a touch wide, giving MZQ all the opportunity he needs. And we have a spinner in the back. It's Nando Cedar.
Yeah, Nando dropping positions.
But at the moment, everyone's kind of settling in. We got Rage Panda and Wrecked, the 2 MP cars, looking like they want to set battle for 9th place. I believe 2 McLaren Academy teammates. Mr. Egg is probably shitting his pants, hoping these 2 don't wreck. As they do make contact, but Rage gets through. He gets past Wrecked. DRS now activated. We'll see what happens here. This is go on.
Andres has pulled out of the DRS, so he's trying to get away now. Can Pluto get back in the zone as Patrick dives to the inside and get wrecked? That is a good move, good clean move there.
Now he's going to get the DRS on Rage. Up towards the front, though, AK is trying to pass 2 cars in one go. Gets it done with wing damage. Up into 4th place goes AK. You know, it's almost like that car doesn't have wing damage. He is really going for it here as he puts on some stellar defense against MZQ. AK, who is now in the Mercedes Academy, up into 4th place. We'll see if he can think about challenging Jordan. He's 3 seconds back, and there's a spin. It is MZQ. He ran in the back of AK, and now he's lost 3 places. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, Owen doing incredibly well to be there in 4th with the wing damage. and he's an experienced driver as well. So it's just showing maybe the more experienced drivers coping well in the early laps here, because they aren't making mistakes. As you see, people like Bourbon Boy and AK and Andres getting away well and not making mistakes and keeping out of trouble.
And AK, he is trying to break the toe here on this straight. It's going to be a bit of a DRS train here as we have a spin. It's Bonkers again. Bonkers had an incredible start, and it's all turned into ashes as AK goes to the far inside, and Bourbon will go through. Will AK let Bourbon go? Bourbon gets past. He gets 2 cars in one go, and I think AK is going to try and do what he can to hold off Groggers as Bourbon goes through.
George will have DRS here, so does AK.
MZQ joins back.
Into turn 4, George dives to the inside, gets the inside, pushes AK out. Can AK get the switchback? He tries to. George pushed him out wide. This is
They're right there.
Very close. AK shoves him out the inside. There's contact. This is all allowing MZQN to get into the battle. Down into the hairpin now, and I think Owen holds the position there.
And might I add, SLR Andre has dropped to 3rd. He may have had a spin. He's lost the lead now to Pluto, and Jordan is now in 2nd place. But Mr. Pluto, who started 2 races, I think, last season, now leads for, I believe, the first time in RPL F2. Jordan in 2nd. He's got experience. Andre, I believe he spun. He's 3rd now, and then it's Bourbon, AK, Groggers. Groggers and AK still going wheel to wheel here. And oh wait, no, that's MZQ and Groggers. MZQ gets past Groggers, and that is for P6.
Also, good teamwork from Owen earlier in the lap to let his probably the faster driver of the Daniels team through to chase down SLR Andres, who did make a mistake, like you said. And there is a virtual safety
And we have
car.
a VSC.
Yeah.
I believe Nando Cedar has binned it again, and I think that's the reason.
So you can't.
He's got no front wing.
You can't make your mandatory pit stop under a VSC. So all these guys are going to stay out if they know what they're doing.
It's the sprint race. It's a sprint race. I don't think they need to pit.
Oh yeah.
Remember, we're in the 2021 format now.
That's going to be difficult to get used to. But
yeah, the age of 2020 cars is behind us. The 2020 season behind us. And Pluto gets a drive-through.
Oh dear. That is a big mistake.
Inexperience of Pluto in RPL. He's now got a drive-through, which puts RPL Jordan in the driver's seat to win this race.
Oh, Owen going side by side with MZQ in this contact. Owen nearly spins, manages to save it though. Knowing Owen,
he's going to hold on to the lead as Get Wrecked, Synonymous, and ACL going wheel to wheel, and it ends in tears for Synonymous. And we have more yellow flags. More yellow flags. I believe Patrick had a bit of a moment. DRS train at the moment from AK on back. At the moment, though, reverse grip pull still belongs to RPL Titan. Lap 5 of this race. Pluto now with a drive-through. He's got to serve it. Jordan, net lead for him as Nando Cedar retires in the pits. Your net podium, Jordan, Andre, Bourbon, as Pluto does come into the pits to serve his drive-through penalty. A shame for him.
I think he'll be, down in 14th. So, yeah, not good.
He's going to be at the back of this queue for sure.
Yeah. Jordan now.
Of course,
can he get what might? I don't know if he won during your season, but
yeah, he won at Silverstone.
So he can get probably second win of his F2 career here. He's got Andres chasing him down there, very quick driver, as we saw last season, and around the track that can be punishing if you make mistakes. So can Jordan?
Don't count Bourbon out yet either.
Yeah,
sorry.
got pole, and might even be the quickest driver on this grid. So we'll see what happens there. MZQN also very fast driver.
Penalty, and there's a incident with AK. AK and Groggers, I think, made contact.
These two putting on a real show not mattering on how clean it actually is, but more
It's
contact.
giving entertainment to the fans here.
Yes.
And here comes AK
Down the
going
inside.
to the far inside. Groggers with that Mazepin defense. And AK doesn't like it one bit. He shoves Groggers right off the track. And now Titan goes through into P6. Does AK let Titan go? Remember, two academy, the same academy here, Dams and HWA. They're both Mercedes Academy. Does AK let him go? Looks like he does, but Titan's not going to get DRS here.
Jordan extending his gap
Titan
at the
might be
front.
in fifth now.
Titan up to
AK
fifth, but he
is gonna
doesn't have
lose.
DRS. So Groggers is going to come at him, goes to the outside, and also Rage Panda on the back of Owen in the background.
And AK with some very late
Oh.
braking as Groggers makes contact with Titan. Titan's going to lose places.
Oh, dear!
It's a bottleneck effect. Both MP cars in the crash. Titan in the crash. Titan's got wing damage too.
They're caught up in that as well.
Titan now, he's lost his M plate. We'll see if he can hold on to this. Synonymous, he's been a bit of a dark horse. He's been very quiet in this race. He now runs 8th in the ART. AK falls to 9th. They just Constantino'd up, and it was just
Yeah, that's
a shit show.
yeah. I mean, Synonymous has come from 19th on the grid, last place on the grid, and he's up into what is a reverse grid pole now. So can he hold on to this? Can he get higher up? He's got Titan in front of him. Titan has DRS on, and here we go. It's just the same DRS train, which Titan has actually lost DRS on AC Line now, who's on the back of George.
Remember, Titan, though, he does have wing damage, so he's
Yeah,
going to be a lot
he's gonna be
slower.
struggling.
We'll see what
As,
happens
Owen-
as AK
oh,
thinks about a move on Synonymous.
Pluto making moves,
Back.
gets past, get wrecked. Still a long way off the
Pluto's going to begin his recovery drive. We'll see if he can gain a few more spots. Titan defending the best he can against Synonymous here. That is the fight for reverse grid pull, so we'll see who can win it. But at the moment, Titan holds a 4-car DRS train, including himself. And towards the front, ACL and Groggers going wheel to wheel. And Synonymous, he does get past Titan, and so does AK. See if Titan can fight this back here. Titan gets a run on AK here. Yeah, he backs out of it. Don't want to end up in a crash with your new team principal. Of course, Titan is an academy assistant of the Mercedes Academy. So AK and Titan, they'll be working together closely this season as Get Wrecked passes Leon.
AC Line being very patient here behind Grog. He just needs to bide his time. George is known to be very hard at defending all positions. He'll fight pretty much every position like it's final lap of the race. So we'll see how this goes. Line has DRS here. I don't think he's going to go for a move here. He's probably going to wait for the main straight.
Yeah, he thinks better of it that time. And he also has to be aware of AK. If they start closing that gap, he might want to get a move on here. This is the fight for 5th. And probably nothing more, as MZQ is 8 seconds ahead of this train.
Yeah, looking to
It's
the
just
front.
a 4-car breakaway at the top.
The four at the top, they are holding gap to each other and pulling away from the rest. Jordan doing very well. I think he's got fastest lap at the moment. And he's just holding his gaps on.
I'll check it.
And it does look very likely Jordan's going to be bringing home the win here for Prema.
Fastest lap belongs to Patrick, 39.5. He runs 15th at the moment. And here comes Groggers. Groggers is getting overtaken here by ACL. And Campos looking very good in this first race. You got Andre P2, you got now ACL and P5. Looking good for them so far. And Titan and Rage now going wheel to wheel. And Rage trying to hold off Titan. AK trying to, no, that's Stenner trying to pick up the scraps as AK is in 8th. And it's going to be wheel to wheel here between Titan, Stenner, and Panda. And now the two HWAs going wheel to wheel through the small S section, and it ends up being a big win here for the HWAs as Panda goes down the inside of Titan, the 2 American drivers scrapping it out, and it's a big win for Team Race Lab.
Yeah, I think you can see Titan struggling with his damage now. Rage Panda all over the back of him. Stanner's going to try and catch up to Owen and Synonymous here. Try and get a couple more positions. It's all about that reverse grid pole though to get you in good position for the second sprint. George now on the back of AC Line, keeping good contact with the Campos. AC Line is a quick driver, probably might be one of the favourites to challenge for a title this season. And yeah, out front, just Jordan keeping the gap, Andres keeping the gap, and Ball One keeping the gap to MZQM behind. It's looking plain sailing for Jordan. He just needs to make no mistakes here in the closing laps. Should be fine.
It's RPLF2. Anything can happen.
As we learn over the last few seasons.
Yep, as ACL putting his car almost against the wall, trying to break the toes towards the back. Panda, Titan, and Stenner going wheel to wheel, and Panda gets past both HWAs in one go here. Stenner and Titan now going wheel to wheel. Don't touch, boys. At the moment, these two really just going at it. This is for P10. And now Pluto, who's on his recovery drive, is now in the mix for this fight. We'll see what happens with these two guys. Heading through the second sector. Stenner loses it. Pluto takes advantage, and it's P11 for Pluto now.
See, Pluto with the drive-through before can't get points. He doesn't go down the inside of Titan there. Lets it, doesn't go through that time.
Wait.
Yeah, and now into turn 10. It's a good dive opportunity if you're brave enough, but I don't think Pluto's going to risk it. He's just looking for a couple
points. He thought
points.
better of it that time.
Just looking for a couple points.
He's got to get to P8. It's still a ways away. Might need some luck here, but it's not impossible as they touch. They do touch, and Pluto, he will go through on Titan into P10. And the two HWAs still just fighting hard here. Titan goes wide, goes really wide. This will allow Stenner to go through. And now it is no top 10 for the two HWAs. And Groggers goes wide in P6. Synonymous now trying to take advantage for P7. Or in P7. Moves to the outside. Who breaks later? They break pretty evenly. Groggers has the inside, but now it turns to the inside for Synonymous. Synonymous now takes the position. With 2 laps to go, Synonymous takes 6th away from Groggers, who I believe started on pole position for this race. It's not exactly gone well for Mr. Groggers, but it's all gone right for Jordan, who has a 3-second lead. And oh! ACL spun it!
Oh, he spins it at the S section. Heartbreak. Can he still get reverse grid pole? He's got Owen behind him now. He's got to defend for a lap and a half. His tyres are probably overheated.
AK's got wing damage. All ACL has to do is just keep the tires in check here for the last lap and a half. And may I add, Bourbon has been closing in on Andre ever so closely for like the last 4 or 5 laps. He could be in DRS range here, heading onto the front straight here for the final lap. But behind them, Groggers and Synonymous still having their scrap. We'll see what happens with this, but Bourbon, he is in DRS range here. With 1 lap to go, RPL Jordan leads with a 3.3 second gap to P2 Andre. But Andre now has to do some defense here because Bourbon is now in DRS range. This is the fight for P2. Bourbon, he's on pole for the feature race. He started 10th today for Sprint Race 1. We'll see if he can take P10 into P2 here. He's got DRS again, but he's not close enough.
Also, George on the back of Synonymous here. Can George take P5 from Synonymous? Oh, he's at the moment!
Oh, he bids it!
Oh, no!
He bids it!
Oh, that's heartbreak.
Now
he's going to be side by side with Owen again. There he goes.
And they touch! He went inside!
What a move!
What? AK! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! but now Groggers is on reverse grip pole with dirty tires. Groggers, he's all of a sudden, he's in P8, and Pluto gets past Panda and Stenner here for P9. Brilliant recovery by Pluto, I will give him that. But the battle for P7, it's reverse grip pole here for AK, who defends fiercely against Groggers. Absolute brilliance. But we go to Mr. Jordan, who's been very quiet today as he's pretty much led the whole thing. And out of the final corner, RPL Jordan wins the opening race of
George goes
Season
down
11.
the inside of the penultimate corner. What a move. I mean, we'll have the inside line now for the final corner. Can he get in the slipstream? George squeezes him.
Oh, they're
onto the
still going
inside.
side by side.
It's
Final
the final
corner.
corner here.
Who gets it?
Oh,
AK.
Oh,
AK, what's
the
it?
line.
Who's gonna get it here? It's gonna be a drag race to the line, and it goes to AK, whose AI crashes at the very end. No, Groggers got it. AK's gonna get reverse grip pole. Unbelievable scenes here in the first race of the season.
George and Owen.
Unbelievable.
just showing
Um,
the entertainment. It was there. They weren't interested
Oh,
in
yeah.
who won. Oh, that was incredible.
Wow. The top three today, though. Synonymous driver of the day. He was really quiet today, and he ended up, I believe, P6. What a top three, though. You got Jordan, the winner of the first race of the season, and he now has the points lead. It's looking good for Jordan. We'll see if he can make a championship run. But it's Jordan, Andre Bourbon, your top three, MZQ 4th, Synonymous 5th, ACL 6th, and the real show of the first race of the season, Groggers and AK, and starting on the front row for Sprint Race 2.
Yeah, so they're going to be side by side into turn one. Hopefully another race of absolute
Are
brilliance.
we going to have to remake Titans They Wreck Immediately?
Probably, to be honest, yeah.
Wow. It is... The entertainment factor was cranked up to 100
That
for the
was
first
quite
race of the
incredible.
season. MZQ, out of all that, got the fastest lap. It looked like he was going to make a championship challenge for Sprint Race 2. Or for last season. MZQ looked like he was going to make a championship challenge. We'll see if he can make it this season in the Alpine Academy. But here we go, Sprint Race 2, AK and Groggers, your front row. Wow. And like we say in F2, nothing is set in stone until 3 days after the race.
Yeah.
Because post-race penalties. Whew, wow. I'm at a loss for words after that brilliance. Acts of terrorism between AK and Groggers. We'll see if they hold that grudge into Sprint Race 2 here. According to AK, he said he finished ahead of George.
We have another issue, and that's that I'm on the grid.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. So you just retire.
Yeah.
You're gonna be on the grid for the feature race 2 then. Just retire as soon as the lights go out. I think you forgot to click spectate when you joined back.
Yes.
Don't worry, I've done it before too.
I think
Where
I
are
have to
you
do
in?
the
You in a
formation.
Charisse?
That way.
Yeah, you have to do the formation lap. Don't worry, I did this before last season. Like
I'm not
twice.
even using my pad. I'm
Just stay behind everyone.
I'm
Just
using a
stay in the
keyboard.
back. Don't hit anything. Keyboard. Oh my god. Keyboard.
Oh
Oh my god, you're doing the keyboard motions. But, the game is effed because Rage Panda is apparently on pole position.
I've got it on manual gears on the keyboard. This isn't going well.
I don't know how Rage Panda. So Panda and Pluto are your front row. Did you hit someone?
No, I nearly did.
Don't hit bunkers. Just stay in the back, Egg.
Okay. I'm warming up the tires, bro.
Just as soon as the lights go out, retire.
I'm warming up the tires. Make sure they're ready for my retirement.
Oh yeah, you definitely gotta have those tires warmed up, AK. Okay, so apparently I lied. So the top 10 inverse. So apparently it was top 10 reversal, not top 8. And oh no, RPL has gone wide.
As I take the cutback.
Yeah, that esports line. He takes the esports line, and AK and Andre have murdered each other. So I lied. It's the top 10 reversed. So it's Panda and Pluto, your top 2. AK Groggers, row 2. ACL, Synonymous, MZQ, Bourbon, Andre, Jordan. That's your top 10 for Sprint Race 2 here. I didn't know it was top 10 reversal for the Sprint Race 2. I thought it was top 8. Guess I'm stupid. We'll see what happens with. What, huh?
Should I do a lap so I retire in the pits or not?
What I normally did is I retired as soon as the lights went out, and no safety car ever happened. So.
Okay.
Do whatever you want. If you want to do a lap and retire in the pits, go for it. Just make sure you're out of everyone's way.
I think it's safe just in case.
All right. So just stay out of everyone's way. Just stay out of everyone's way.
I can do some commentating on board. Let's go.
Oh yeah, do some of that. Who's last to make it to the grid? Is it you? It is you. All right. So RPLA makes his way to the grid last. Here we go. Sprint Race 2 is on. Rage Panda on pole in the MP. 5 red lights for Sprint Race 2. And it's lights out, and away we go. Pluto gets away well. He's alongside Panda already, and Pluto is gonna be in the lead before we even get to turn 1. Pluto leads, and down the inside goes AK. Terrorism with Pluto. And AK lead, or no, not AK, Pluto leads. It's Panda second. Groggers, AK, ACL. AK has binned it. AK bins it. Groggers is third. Andre fourth. ACL fifth. MZQ in sixth. The 2 Campos cars going wheel to wheel now. ACL and Andre. And Andre will back out of it, heading into the S section. But it's Pluto, Panda, Groggers, your podium, heading into turn 7, I believe it is.
Dear.
Jordan sends it on Bourbon into turn 7. Can't make it work though. And into turn 9, everyone keeps it clean, minus Leon, who no, that's not Leon. That was well, that is Nando Cedar, who's crashed again, and is that Bunker? Oh, it was Bunkers that crashed. Okay. The yellow name tag was throwing me off. That's a Carlin there. Pluto leads. Panda Groggers still. Everybody keeping it mostly clean so far. How are you doing there, Egg?
I'm doing perfectly fine. I'm just sat behind AK with no setup on, just chilling. Doing my 1 lap of fame. I'm going to get out of the way for Bonkers here.
Alright, good idea. And Bunkers, he gets past RPL Egg, the Season 10 champion, and Pluto will lead lap 1. Let's see if he can redeem himself. We'll see if he can redeem himself. Here's ACL now, going wheel to wheel with Groggers. Groggers, what country's Groggers from?
Wales.
Okay, the Welsh Minister of Defense, Mr. Groggers. As Egg retires from the session, ACL gets ahead, and here comes Andre. Is it going to be double Campos power here? Groggers defends fiercely, but Andre goes through. It's double Campos power as they both get ahead of Groggers, who almost crashes into MZQ, but they stay alive. And
yeah, contact there between the two. And they're still going side by side on the exit of the hairpin. Down into turn 10. Will MZQ put it down the inside? No, he tucks behind Groggers again.
Good idea from MZQ to back out of that
George
one.
goes deep.
Groggers will hold on to the position. Ooh, great slight lunge on the inside there from MZQ. And might I add, Bad F1 Opinion, didn't he like start 18th?
Yeah,
He's up
he was,
to
like,
9th.
Right at the back. And
Yeah, great start from Bad F1 Opinion, who's making it, it's his second career race now. And now Bourbon Boy and MZQ going wheel to wheel. Bourbon Boy goes around the outside. Lovely move there. We'll see if he can charge his way through the field yet again. Could be a potential championship charge here from Mr. Bourbon, but I believe it's only a reserve this weekend, so we'll see if he changes his mind.
Pluto's already out of the DRS soon.
Oh, MZQ almost
passes
spins it out of the final turn. He'll go past Bourbon. Go on. And oh my goodness! Who was that? Bad F1 Opinion with the late braking reminiscent to Leon. He'll lose a few places. As I say Leon's name, he goes straight on at turn 1 in DNFs. No safety car. And Nando Cedar having another shitter race. There's a VSC, I guess. I guess that counts. Works for Nando Cedar. He'll lose a little less time than he normally would as he's pitting. His race is shittered anyway, unless we get a full course safety car. But it's Pluto Panda ACL. And Bunky gets a penalty. What do you think, Mr. Egg?
Well, I haven't had much time to look at what's happening, but yeah, we just had a VSC. VSC ends. Everyone, Pluto doesn't get a drive through from the VSC this time. Doing quite well to avoid that, and he's pulled 1.9-ish seconds to the car behind, and looks like he's
ACL wants to go here.
Yeah, these two are. Oh no, not these two. These two are both from my academy, so I prefer if they didn't hit each other.
Oh, well, I don't care, because I am Mercedes Academy, so this doesn't affect me. And ACL had a look there into the final corner.
Yeah, I think Panda just let him go now.
He was wise in backing out. But here we go, ACL and Panda.
I think okay. He's actually fine. I thought he just let him go. That's what I told him to do. So.
And he's gonna fight this here into turn 1. Who brakes later? Panda brakes a little late. I think they touched there, but ACL will go through. ACL will get the place, and AK is doing things in the back, gaining and losing lots of places back there. What is going on back here? Oh, it's ghost cars. Okay.
Yeah.
And Nando Cedar is spun again. This is a painful weekend for him, not making Prima look very good. Zakaria is fuming right now.
I think he's always fuming.
Well, you're not wrong. Bad F1 Opinion. He's had a pretty good start here. Let me check on positions. He's gained 6 spots from his starting position. Not been a bad race. Bourbon, he has not gained any positions. He is 8th. And oh dear, Groggers, he has gone wide. This will give Jordan all the opportunity he needs, but turn 10 is a bit of a suicidal corner or turn 11, suicidal corner to pass on as Nando Cedar DNFs again. And he's left. He hasn't even tried to attempt the feature. He is gone. Groggers still holding on to 5th place after his mistake in turn 10. Andre. He's only 6/10 away from Panda. Will he think about it? He's in the Ralph Boschung car, so I have a bit of bias. Go on, Andre. He's not going to be close enough here to send one on Panda unless he's a terrorist, which he is not. So Jordan and Grogger's going wheel to wheel.
I did tell the MPs to let the campuses go. Oh dear!
Oh, Panda's binned it!
Don't reset.
Panda binned it!
Don't reset. Oh, you might as well reset your people now. Well done. Okay, well that's got him out the way then. That's good.
Well, you got a double podium now for Campos, and Groggers, like I said, the Welsh Minister of Defense right now, trying to hold off Jordan, who won the first race. And Jordan sends it down the inside! What a
George
move!
will get the run on him though.
if Jordan could pull this off, that would have been amazing, but he's not going to be able to. Groggers will hold on to the place as MCQ almost runs into the back of Jordan. Bad F1 Opinion will use this as an opportunity to get by. They'll be wheel to wheel heading into turn 10, 11. I always keep mixing them up. And they do touch. They do touch there, but Bad F1 Opinion will go through on his fellow Academy teammate. There's no reverse grid poles or anything here, so it's all about just trying to finish in the top 8 here. Because I believe top 8 still gives you points. I don't think it's top 10 in the sprints.
George is going to have DRS on Andres here.
It's half a second. I don't think he's close enough to send one. Jordan's a lot closer. Jordan, he's going to move to the inside. And who breaks later here? It's going to be Jordan breaking late, but Grogger's breaking later. They almost run into the back of Andre here.
Go on board with Bourbon.
And
Look at this absolute
Groggers
carnage.
makes it work.
Go on board with Bourbon.
Look at this pack of cars.
You know.
This is an insane pack of cars
George
here.
goes down the inside.
And they run into the back of Andre. MCQ trying
George
to make
is
the most of it. George bids
George
it.
spins.
He crashes out. Rest in peace.
Oh,
Rest in peace. And we have a VSC again. That is Bad F1 Opinion.
Oh dear. Well, that's ended in tears for a couple of people.
What
George
a battle
will be
this
crying.
is. Oh yeah, at least to George's delight, he is ahead of AK, who is currently running in last place.
That's what things, isn't it? What he does.
Campos, though, they will hold on to a 2-3 so far. And Pluto he's going to be really hoping he doesn't get a drive-through again. He's led every lap up to this point. We'll see if he can not bottle it here. The Carlin, they're trying to defend their title once again. We'll see what happens on this restart. You got a big train from SLR Andre all the way back to, I believe it's Bad F1 Opinion. It is. And Bad F1 Opinion is really raring to go here against Stenner. Green flag is underway. We're back racing. MCQ gets a great restart here. And he's going to get past Andre, but Andre's going to fight this. And they touch. They make contact. Jordan makes the most of it. He's up into third place. Situational awareness there as Stenner
Down the inside.
bottles it and leaves. More contact. Even more contact. Andre gets sent off, and so does MCQ.
Might be a penalty coming Andres' way there.
Synonymous, he makes the most of it. He's up to 5th place. Synonymous is like the Carlos Sainz of F2 today. I haven't seen him at all, but he just hides his way into 5th place. He's got a penalty, but it's looking good for him so far. He's got Bourbon ahead. And Jordan running 3rd. What's happening in the back right now? It is Titan and Wrecked. Titan thinks better of it into turn 11. And then we have Allied Square and Patrick's Ghost Cars going wheel to wheel.
I mean, looking at the Delta,
Groggers,
it looks like
Grogger.
AC Line slightly catching Pluto, but it's going to have to be a bit
It's down
better.
to 1.8, and Groggers, apparently he pitted on that VSC. His race has ended in tears. He's now behind AK.
I think they might slow down a bit.
What the heck? That was a massive crash. Andre bins it. He crashed into the pit wall.
How's that not a safety?
I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye. That was a massive crash, and somehow not a safety car.
MZQN decided to pit, which is interesting, unless he had damage, I don't know.
Titan gets past Wrecked.
Yeah.
And now Wrecked and Panda, the teammates collide, and around goes Wrecked.
Oh dear. It's...
The MP's touched, and it sent Wrecked around. And, Egg, are you fuming right now?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not good. That's, well, it's gone
And, to
disaster
add
from
insult
the
to
ground.
injury for, Alpine, the Alpine teammates of F1 Opinion and Synonymous, they touched as well.
No,
This is not the day for teammates, is it?
no. Oh dear. I mean,
Oh
I
dear,
didn't see the MP crash, but I'll be having stern words.
They just touched, it was just minor contact, but it snowballed for,
MSC,
I believe it was.
Rage Panda will be getting slapped.
Oh, ACL's out!
Oh, no, it's
He
not
bent it out of turn
It's-
14!
disaster for McLaren Academy. All my drivers have cocked it up. You know.
From P2, and Pluto has been gifted with the victory in Bourbon. And here we go, this is the championship battle at the moment. It's Jordan versus Bourbon, and Bourbon, he sets the fastest lap with DRS. And he's got the Make-A-Wish Foundation on the back of his car. I just realized that. Let's see what he can do here in that Dams car. Dams, they've won one team's championship in their time. Carlin don't like talking about it because they lost.
Yeah.
We'll see if Dams can make it back into the promised land. Or, Prema. Of course, now Carlin and Prema, they are level on championship victories. Or dual championship victories. They are level on that. And I believe in the terms of teams championships, it's the same way. Carlin, they've won the last 3. They've won 4, I believe, of the so that's 1, 2, 3. They've won 4. They've won 4 in the last 5 seasons, I believe. And then ART with their 1 season with Salt, which we don't talk about. It's
I would
Salt.
also like to bring your attention to the fact that at the moment there are 3 AI bot cars inside the top 10.
That is kind of sad. And Allied Square goes down the inside of Patrick. He's literally down the inside of Patrick.
In
The
the
2 AI
inside.
cars. He is in the inside, giving him anal. This stream is gonna get canceled for me saying that, and I don't care. We got
Gonna go
3
Bourbon
laps to
again.
go. This is a...
Going on to the third to the last lap. Down the inside, no, he doesn't. Thinks better of it. Maybe trying to get a better exit. Jordan goes a bit deep. Can he get a better exit now? Does get a good exit out of there. And now Hadiris down into turn 4. Will he look here to the inside? I think he's a bit too far back again as Bonkers gets fastest lap. He decides not to go for a move there.
Wise decision there from Bourbon Boy. He'll sit behind Jordan a little bit longer. Jordan, of course, won Sprint Race 1. It's been a really good weekend here from RPL Jordan. An underrated championship favorite here. I didn't really consider him a challenger, but he is challenging today. And Wrecked and AK going wheel to wheel. And it ends in tears for Wrecked, who has... What the heck is going on there? Is that just me? Or does he have no front wing, but there's a shadow of his front wing? That is very odd.
I think Owen, George, and AK are having a bit of fun here.
Yeah.
I think 2 of them don't have front wings. Yeah.
And Groggers, poor Groggers is in this now as Bourbon gets past Jordan. I missed it, unfortunately.
I think stay tuned for this battle between Owen and George here. As Owen goes a bit wide, George decides not to drive into him. This is gonna be tears on top of the tears they got earlier. Owen just
They've had a lot of
slugging
tears
round
today.
Corners. George looking to the inside.
I'm gonna
Owen
direct-
does not give him the inside. Now Owen pushes
I'm gonna
him
direct the
wide
stream to P2
onto
here.
the
Here
curb.
comes
That's
Jordan.
Lovely defending, Owen. Keep going.
Jordan gets past Bourbon, but Bourbon's gonna fight this back as Rex gets a penalty.
Oh, into the back of him. What a move!
What's a move?
Oh, get
No
wrecked.
front wing.
Dylan
This is
goes
such a
to the
meme.
inside. Oh, George has got a bit worried.
He locks up. locked up there. And may I direct your attention to RPL Titan? He's in 6th place.
Contact! Oh, Titan's in 6th. Yeah, contact between George and Owen.
Jordan got back past Bourbon, of course. He got past in turn 1. And ACL said in the chat, in the driver chat, it really has ended in tears for your team today. You got Panda in the points though, so you got something out of it.
Yeah. But, yeah,
I hope I haven't jinxed it.
Well, I hope not. Don't kill him, Tyler.
I hope not either, because I kind of like Panda.
Owen's taken the alternative line into the first few corners.
And Groggers has been shafted.
I think Owen killed him, basically. They're just...
What is going on here?
Please don't put this on stream, because this just shows the
just the tomfoolery of RPL. Okay, back to reality. Jordan is still gonna try and defend. Jordan says the fastest side actually.
Yeah, Pluto's
last lap of the race. Bourbon's got one more chance here.
He goes a bit deep though, and he's not set himself up well there. So
I do want to ask, Egg, your audio's included, right?
Yes.
I hope it's included. Okay, good. Jordan and Bourbon here, still wanting to go wheel to wheel, as Allied Square and Patrick or the Ghost Cars are still going at it here. And back to P7 here, Panda and Titan.
Oh,
we'll see you. Oh my, that battle is such a meme.
I'm taking the alternative line. Oh, he's in the wall.
And he gets a penalty for it. And they've crashed, and AK's out. Here comes Bourbon. Bourbon trying to find one last gasp here before the very end of this race, but we move to Mr. Pluto. He's led every lap of this race. He has started P2. He's redeemed himself after a drive-through penalty in Sprint Race 1. He'll make it happen here in Sprint Race 2 as he comes out of the final turn. For the first time in his F2 career, Pluto is a winner! He wins Sprint Race 2 in dominant fashion. Great job, Pluto. Jordan holds on to the podium in Bourbon third. Bad F1 Opinion, a brilliant P4 after starting towards the back. Synonymous, Dark Horse in P5. Panda will hold on to 6th, ahead of Titan, who finishes 7th. And the last point will go to Ghost Car Patrick. What a race today. Sprint Race 2 still has action. And, I just remembered, we still have a feature race.
Yeah, we still have one more. Yeah, this format will take...
This format is taking ages.
This is going to take... See, usually we'd be done by...
40?
We'd usually be done before 22 or 5:45. So... This will take, like, 6:15 or something.
And MZQ gets the fastest lap at the very end. And Groggers and Get Wrecked are the last two cars. And oh, Wrecked has a puncture.
Okay, I'm just gonna get back in a sec.
Alright. What a race. Bad F1 Opinion will get driver of the day, and I think rightfully so. He had a pretty good race there. I think he finished 4th. Yeah, he did finish 4th. Victory, though, for Mr. Pluto. His first victory as an RPL F2 driver. Good job there, Mr. Pluto. Jordan 2nd, and Bourbon rounding out the podium, I believe. That was a very similar podium as to last race. Just trade out Andre for Pluto. But so far, Jordan remains your points leader. Pluto jumps into 3rd place. Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
We still got one
And,
more. Still got one more race.
Yeah. And according to frickin' Titan, he said the second sprint race is like trading one shot for full quali. Full quali was kind of cursed, if I remember, from back in like season 5, season 6. So I'm trying to think to last season, or to season 5. So sprint races take normally what, 30 minutes, 35 minutes? And then the sprint races take 20. So yeah, I mean, I guess from a perspective, Titan is right in the fact that this is basically trading a sprint race for full quali. But this is nuts.
Oh, I forgot I'm in the in it again.
Alright. I am really hungry, and I want food. This is gonna be a long race.
As RPL lines up on the starting grid again.
Does he have it in him for a comeback drive? From P20 to P1?
No.
F. Didn't you do it in Season 10, though? Like, didn't you go from the back to the front in a race last season? Pretty sure you did.
I went
No.
in America. I went from like P16 to first.
I don't know if I commentated that.
I think you did. Or maybe it was like P14. I don't know. Something.
I don't freaking know. So, Synonymous, he's 19th. We'll see if Mr. Carlos Sainz himself has it in him. As Groggers just doesn't go at all. He's DQ. And there is the GOAT, RPL Egg, who almost crashes into a ghost car.
Yeah, I shat myself as I went into the corner.
I thought you were going to hit someone. I genuinely
Yeah.
thought you were
Oh,
gonna hit
as the great board has been blown up there by Get Wrecked, showing his inner skill.
And he almost hit Titan! You're scaring me.
If I hit Titan, like, what's he gonna do?
Please, for the love.
Oh god.
For the love of all things, hope
I'm boxed
don't
in.
hit anyone.
I'm boxed in. Ah!
Get off the track!
No, this is good entertainment. Titan's taking an interesting line.
Oh, he sends it on freaking.
That's my
He
academy.
sends it on Panda. Oh, you're scaring me so badly. Oh my goodness.
What a move.
And according to Leon, AK shall be banned for extreme
Yes, I've
terrorism.
seen that. Oh my god! Ah!
Oh no! He hit Andre! You hit your own academy driver!
Oh my god.
You chode! You're gonna get a race ban from F1 Tier 2. You know that, right? You're gonna get shat on for that. You know you're gonna get shat on for that. Go apologize right now.
I've just apologised to him.
Oh my god, terrorism with RPL Egg. Ah! Alright, after lap 1, I'm gonna go look for food, because I'm really hungry. I'll do the lights out, and then I'm gonna go search the pantries. This has been entertaining. This has been very entertaining. I believe Nando Cedar is a ghost car now, so he can't wreck anyone. Or he can't wreck himself, because he had issues in the last race. I can't believe you've done this, eh?
Andres took it quite nicely. He said it was quite funny, to be fair. He literally doesn't care.
I'm surprised he took it so nicely. Honestly, it was hilarious, I will say. As the remaining cars will pull themselves onto the grid, it's go time for the feature race. 65 minutes into the stream, the feature race is finally going to get underway. And here we go, 5 red lights for the first feature of Season 11.
It's on you.
And it's lights out and away we go! It's a good start this time from Bourbon, but it's a better start from RPL Jordan. Jordan's to the far inside. Bourbon goes to the outside. And it's going to be Jordan leading into turn 1. Allied Square leaves the session immediately. And there's contact with Bourbon and Jordan. Pluto goes through. Jordan leads, heading into turn 3. Bourbon and MZQ now going side by side into turn 4. And, it is wheel to wheel here. Bourbon gets the better of it. Bad F1 Opinion has a good start. ACL also with a decent start as well. Andre makes contact with Panda. More shenanigans in the freaking McLaren Academy. The Campos makes contact with the MP, and Panda's done. And Egg gets a 10-second penalty as Jordan leads Pluto, Bourbon, MZQ, F1 Opinion, ACL, AK, Andre, who's now going wheel to wheel, Bunkers, and Titan. What a crazy first lap this is, and around the outside for Andre, he's going to try and AK almost bends it. He almost bends it again, and he has bent it. Round goes AK. Egg, at this point, you're just going to get disqualified from corner cutting.
First 1 second.
But
it's
wait, how many?
Still part of the plan. Get the lead. Get the lead.
31 seconds. How have you not been DQ'd?
Get the lead and park the bus. That's what's
Jordan leads Pluto. Bourbon, MZQ, and F1 Opinion. Here comes MZQ on Bourbon. Down the inside. Bourbon's on the reverse strategy, but to the inside goes MZQ. He gets the move, and he gets onto the podium. Meanwhile, towards the back, Synonymous has gained 9 positions from his from his starting position, and now he's going to get passed by Groggers and maybe even get wrecked here. To the inside goes the ART. Synonymous makes contact, and all of his good work is sent into tears. He actually only loses a couple spots as ACL spins it. ACL spins. AK's crashed out. And we have another VSC. Egg, keep the stream entertained. I need to go find food. I'm hungry.
That's right. So we have Jordan, P1, VSC here, third VSC. We haven't actually had a full course caution yet. I don't know how AC9 has dropped to 17th. That's amazing. And everyone, well, looking at the tyre compounds, because obviously in the feature you have to change tyres. We only have Bourbon and Leon Minor, the GOAT, on the hard tyres. Everyone else on the medium. So maybe those guys looking to go long. You can't make your mandatory pit stop until the end of lap 3. So we're back underway here as Jordan leads them through the final corner. It's very close, the top 3, then there's a bit of a gap, but we have a very close battle here for P5. Bonkers and Andres in the slipstream of Bourbon Boy, who started on pole, lost a lot of positions. But down the inside, does Bonkers go? He does. Down the inside, gets the apex hooked up. Andres lurking in the background. And now Bourbon goes to the inside. Will he have the slipstream? Oh, there's contact, and Bourbon's in the wall. And Bourbon's lost his front wing. Andres, and Bourbon's out. Andres is also in the wall. And that Bourbon has gone from pole sitter to disaster there. He's out on the 3rd lap. And the stewards might have a look at that. But we have, I think Pluto lost a position to MZQN during all that. Jordan is currently 1st. Bad F1 Opinions doing well in 4th here. George has made up a few positions in to P6. Titan, GetRex and Rage Panda all in the points as well. MZQM will have DRS this lap as he goes onto the main straight. Sets the fastest middle sector as well. Jordan looking for the second win of his weekend. Pluto also looking for the second week of his weekend. MZQN looking for his maiden victory of the season. Bad if on opinions has caught up to this pack now. It's the top 4 chasing away. Bonkers trying to get on the back of them. MZQM, Willie looks to the inside here. He thinks better of it going into the braking zone. Maybe trying to get a better exit. Goes down to second. And as he has a bit of a moment on the exit, we just got a few drivers out so far. As he goes to the inside, no, Jordan cuts it off pretty well. Now into the middle sector where it is quite difficult to make a move unless you're extremely brave. Just ask Owen, who is actually out, so don't ask Owen. Yellow flag in sector 1 has had a spin. He is now out of the running for a good position. Get Wrecked will get him. I think Titan will get him as well. I don't know if he has front wing damage. They go side by side. Get Wrecked and Bonky. Get Wrecked goes wide. Bonky loses the position and now spins into the wall. He goes and he's out as well. That's well, he just lost his head there. I think Bonkers. Get Wrecked also getting punished for that. There is a virtual safety car again. You've missed
There's
a
another
lot.
VSC. What the heck is going on? Oh my god, there's 4 DNFs.
You've missed a lot. Bourbon crashed out with Andres. Bonkers just crashed out as well. Yeah, you've all been kicking off there.
Campos is in tears because they're 16th and 17th.
Yeah, mate. Oh
my god.
Garbage.
And this Anonymous is 6th. What the heck? Why is he such a Carlos Sainz? Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, that dude is gone. I haven't seen him at all. And he keeps finishing in 5th place. What the heck? Whatever's happened, very interesting. I believe my camera was on Jordan the whole time, so I really wasn't watching much. So, it's a double DNF for, I believe that's Dams. Titan's running in the points, and so is Stenner. And Synonymous pits, but... And, oh, wrecked for tires, and we have a green flag. So actually, this has worked quite well for Synonymous, because I believe this pit stop will count.
Under safety car, it does count. He does lose a lot of track position. Rage Panda also makes a gamble into the pits.
The MPs are...
they've got to go all the way on the hard tyres now, though. We'll see how that goes.
That's a lot of laps. Jordan leads MZQ and Pluto. Bad F1 Opinion in 4th place here in his first RPL weekend.
No, it was a VSC. I thought it was a safety car. So it doesn't count.
No, it was a VSC.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Well, it went green while they were in the pits, so...
No, I think it's when you enter the pits.
Or is it when you enter the pits?
Yeah, it's when you get into the pits.
So they binned it big time there.
They fucked the race up, yeah. So that's a shame. I mean, look at the bottom 3 and tell me McLaren Academy isn't a beast. Look, if I look at the bottom, including Get Wrecked in 16th. Oh.
All for your car. Wow, McLaren is doing very good for themselves this season.
No, it's insane, bro. Oh dear. Anyway, we have Patrick Stenner and Nando Sita all inside of each other.
That's very interesting as Pluto pits.
In on the back of Leon. Pit in, yeah. He'll go onto the hard tyres now.
Looks like he's gonna pit too. He does.
Very cautious into the pit lane there by Titan.
I was very cautious, yeah.
Yeah,
just hoping he doesn't speed, I guess.
So there's hoping not to speed, and then there's that.
As Nando Cedar and Stenner. Oh wait, there's Rico.
Yeah. MZQN spins as I go on board with him. He's spun at the chicane, and that's.
Come on, man! Why do I keep missing this? Well, that F1 Opinion is in 2nd now.
I've literally gone on board with him as he's going around the corner. He hits the curb and spins out. That's a very tricky corner to get right, and he didn't get it right. So he's just
Wait,
lost
did
about
Lefter-
he's just lost about 6 seconds there, so that's amazing.
F. Alright, well, let's see if Bad F1 Opinion can chase down RPL Jordan.
Jordan looking for his second win of the weekend.
And Pluto, he's got a long way to go on his tires. He can do it.
Well, Lion showing why he's the better driver here.
Oh, did Titan pit? Because he's 14th.
Titan did pit, yeah.
Okay. Jordan's in, and he gets a penalty!
He's bottled it. Pluto is in prime position after this pit stop. They'll be right next to each other. In fact, Pluto might even be ahead of him. Pluto's in prime position here to take a win.
Don't count out Bad F1 Opinion just yet. He's gonna try this. Oh, he's gonna try this big overcut. He'll have fresh tires at the end.
Yeah, Jordan's going to still be out in first, not by much.
And let's take time to appreciate that Leon is running in third place.
Jordan comes out ahead of Pluto. It's going to be quite close here. Pluto rejoins. Jordan's just about a second ahead of him and goes wide. Jordan's going to have to take a good lap or two, warm up those tyres, which is, I guess Pluto's already done. Remember, Jordan has that 5-second penalty. So
he's gonna have to pull quite the gap here.
I don't think there's that much of a pace gap between them.
And he's gonna have to hope
Opinions
for
trying to go long here on the mediums, as is MZQN.
Stenner and Nando Cedar. The two ghost cars are still going at it. They are very much inside each other.
Probably the most entertaining battle on track at the moment. So let's go on back with it.
Here we go. We got Oscar Piastri going wheel to wheel with who is that? Alessio Daletta. It's first place in the championship versus last place. Who's gonna win it? Daletta or Piastri?
Okay, that's enough of that. Titans drops a last. What a beast. Leon up in P3 has he pitted?
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't pitted. Bad Opinions in. Does he? Can they get the
MZQ's
okay?
in. Penalty for MZQ.
How difficult is it to slow down for the pit lane?
It's a 37-mile-an-hour speed limit, and I think
Yeah.
that's why it's throwing him
And
out.
I can't
Leon is. MZQ.
Why has he just done that?
He is chode. That's why.
So
Leon the Miner is in the lead.
Leon, end the race now. Red flag.
Stop the count! Stop the count! Okay. If there was any point to have a game-breaking glitch, it would be right now.
Well, Pluto and Bad F1 Opinion is going to be side by side coming out the pit lane here.
Wow. Bad F1 Opinion made the overcut work. Now he's running in third. And now fourth, which is net P3.
But he has got better.
And realistically, this is the battle for the lead right here because Jordan's got the penalty.
Bad F1 Opinion pit from mediums to mediums.
Did he? No, Bad F1 Opinion's on softs.
On mediums.
Hold on, let me check the tires. Okay, no, on my screen it said, oh, he's on. Oh!
Big contact.
Pluto!
It's probably a penalty now. I would expect Pluto to get. Oh, I think he's letting back go.
And Bad F1 Opinion got a penalty because of it.
This is carnage.
Oh, whoa, the weaving!
The weaving!
And now F1 Opinion's gonna get a penalty for weaving.
Oh, it's just carnage. Bad F1 Opinion still has to pit again.
Director.
Why did he do that?
I'll check
Why
race
did he
director.
go on the mediums?
He did go medium to medium. What the heck? F1 Opinion just bottled his strategy.
Yeah, I don't know what he's done there, to be honest, but...
Nando Cedar did the same thing. Oh my god, what just happened there?
He's just driven into a wall by himself. There's another
And a
miss.
VSC.
No,
and a safety car.
It's a safety car. Which,
You know...
oh my god, Leon.
Is
oh my god, Leon.
This race now.
No, he missed the pit lane. Oh, wait, no. No, it's fine. There's another lap of it.
He jumped the safety car.
Yeah, it's chill. Fine. I think Leon's right.
Leon!
Leon might actually be like, I don't know, one of the lead cars at the end of this. I think he's going to be
Jordan's
like
got a
P5.
5-second penalty. Pluto might get penalized for his incident with bad F1. Synonymous is net P3. This guy is Carlos Sainz. I'm telling you.
Well, he's net P2 really because Leon Jordan is Jordan's got a pen.
He's net P1.
Well, he could be, yeah. Why not?
Groggers, he's in 5th. And your Campos guys, they've recovered.
Yeah, well...
Let me check their race strategies. I gotta check. Unless their pit stops didn't count, I don't know.
I'm just gonna have a look at chat first.
Alrighty. Titan pits again. I believe because his first pit stop apparently didn't count or something. I don't know.
Probably he's under VSC or something.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what let's see where Leon comes out here. What tires? He's on the hard, so...
I'm gonna say he's gonna come out in P5.
I'll say P6.
There's a good gap there, yeah. He's either P5 or P6. Probably P6.
Masterclass here from Leon the Miner.
Comes into the...
And I sped!
Leon!
Leon!
Oh my god. Why?
Why?
He was literally on the better tyre than anyone now, and now he's got... he had a front wing change anyway. Yeah. Why?
Alright, so he's gonna be back in the void.
Thank you.
And synonymous, like I said, Carlos Sainz, he's running in 3rd. If there was ever a race where Titan would Mickey Mouse a podium, it would be this race, but he's been a part of the carnage, so it's gonna be a no today. And Leon comes out in 10th place. Well, Egg, at least your academy is not running in the last 2 positions.
Yeah. Covering
That
P5
belongs to Mercedes, so I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
And my breakfast was delicious, so I am satisfied.
I'm gonna have my dinner soon, so...
It's amazing. I'm having breakfast, you're having dinner.
Yeah.
Alright. 2 burritos and a banana later, Jordan still leads.
That was good. I rate that. That was
2 burritos and a banana
was quite
later.
snappy, yes.
And that's literally what I just ate. That's perfect.
Yeah. Some vitamin K. Get in. Right. Paluto is currently in net P1.
Yeah, and my coffee contained 10 grams of pure ketamine.
Very interesting. That makes it better.
Very interesting. Alright, so realistically, Leon is running in 8th. Because there's 2 ghost cars. And I don't even know, is Titan even gonna get to the line in time? I don't think he will. We'll see. Jordan still leads behind the safety car, and I'm getting a phone call from the CDC telling me to get vaccinated. Okay, CDC. Okay. Very interesting. But now that I just said that, this stream is now gonna get flooded with, COVID stuff. I'm sorry, RP.
That's alright.
Jordan, Pluto, Synonymous, your top 3. Pluto and Synonymous Groggers, your net podium, unless Jordan can pull something out of his ass and pull away.
Also, MFD791 in the chat. Who are you? Because I don't know who that is. So
Who?
just put in
Which chat?
It's Twitch chat.
Oh, Twitch chat. I'm not looking at the Twitch chat.
I've been ratioed, so that narrows it down a bit, to be honest. Right.
Have you been ratioed by AK? You never know. It could just. I feel like AK ratios you every other day, though.
No, AK doesn't really ratio me. I think MFD.
Jordan almost hit the safety car.
I think it might be Zach. Yeah, it's Zach. Simply because I know he's watching the stream. As he told me. So.
Yeah, Zach almost watched his leader of the race hit the safety car.
No, he says I'm not Zach, so that means he is Zach. I don't have a cat, Dasher. Do you have a cat, Big Nick? Yeah, I know.
Do I have a cat?
Yeah, that's what Dasher is asking. Do you have a cat?
No, because I'm allergic.
Oh, you heard it there first. I don't have a cat because I don't like cats.
It's not that I don't like cats; they are evil. But it's more that I'm allergic, and I hate them. I don't mind them, but I'm more of a dog person myself.
Zach, why's the count changed? Why would you say this is me and you'd say that is not me? So Zach, that is you. Shut up.
Zach, you're a chode.
He's not even that good at hiding it. Oh, that was quite close though.
Honestly, the nice part about calling people a chode is no one knows.
He might have two screens open. Apparently Dasher's not Zach either, so that's interesting. Dasher, who are you then? You are Zach. No, I'm an idiot. This is... Beatnik's not Zach either, that's saucy. I love that.
We're narrowing it down here.
Fine. Zach's not MFD. MFD. Jordan then. Wait, is Jordan AI?
I think.
No, Jordan's not AI.
Is Jordan AI right now?
It's not.
I don't know. I can't tell when they're in AI. Does it normally say when they're in AI?
Yeah, it says.
Ooh, safety car in! We're gonna get some racing!
Let's stop talking about.
Oh, it's cryptic.
It's cryptic.
Okay, what? Cryptic? Why aren't you racing? You suck.
Anyway,
Alright. Well, Jordan's gonna finally get us going here. We're gonna have 4 laps of action to go. 4 laps to the checkered flag. We'll see if Jordan can pull a gap just to stay on the podium. Let's see when he bolts here. He's gonna keep on waiting, still waiting. Weaving, getting some tire temp, and off he goes. He's got a nice jump on Pluto. Synonymous has a nice jump on Pluto. Synonymous might have a look here, heading into turn 1. Who brakes later? Pluto brakes extremely late, and they're gonna stay alive here. Jordan leads Pluto and Synonymous. ACL now trying to make a move on Synonymous, but I don't think he'll be able to. And that is Andre, who gets passed by Groggers there for P5. And ACL tries to get the switchback here on Synonymous. They're going to go side by side through the S's. And still side by side, they do make contact. And they're still side by side. But it looks like ACL will win that battle. And loses the back end for good measure.
Yeah, tight start there. It looked like Pluto would be out-dragged into turn 1. Managed to get the inside and keep in P2. He has to just stay in that 5 seconds of Jordan, and the win should be his. Lion also has a penalty, so he needs to pull away.
Synonymous, he's a net P2 now. That's insane.
Yeah.
So, like I said, this dude is Carlos Sainz. We didn't expect this from Mr. Yeah, the F2 Carlos Sainz here from Synonymous. We'll see if he can hold on to this net P2 here. He still has Groggers for company and Andre behind. So we'll see what happens. And then behind, even more behind, we have Allied Square and Patrick. And Rage Panda, Leon, and Nando Cedars Ghost is pitting. That's nice. And Andre gets past Groggers.
I think AC Line has a bit of lag, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Maybe Synonymous is lagging.
If he has lag, he's gotten past Synonymous here, or held Synonymous back. Jordan still holds the lead. 1 second gap, or 9/10 to Pluto.
Yeah, but if you look at the lead at the moment, I mean, currently he's finishing in P6, so...
He's going to have to get a move on as he gets out of DRS range of Pluto here. Pluto still holds on to net P1, not by much though. Synonymous, if he can get a shot at Pluto, he'll go for it. But he's got to get past ACL, and he drops out of the 1 second gap that he needs. So it's not looking good if he wants to win this race. Let's look at the gaps to the leader. At the moment, yeah, he will drop to P7, I believe it is right now. Actually, it is 6th. Yeah, you're right. It's 6th. I'm dumb. He's got 2 more laps to pull any larger gap possible. Groggers, he's at 4.1 to RPL Jordan. And crucially, Jordan has pulled out of DRS range. But Synonymous, he's going to have some company here with Andre and Groggers as we come around for 2 laps to go. 2 more laps of this very long weekend.
Yeah, it's weird adjusting to it. It's been a very long weekend. Been streaming for an hour and a half now, just over. So yeah, but gotta get used to this, and it's a good format.
And here comes Andre. Andre down the inside.
Andre has dived it. Synonymous
Lovely
has
dive by Andre, and he made it work.
Yeah, that was.
And he has DRS.
Oh, I think he's like dived him like right at the end, so he's got just ahead into the apex, so he's still got the DRS. Very smart.
It was a nice move there. Smart and clean. Good move there by Mr. Synonymous.
This has allowed
now
the top, yeah, this has allowed the top 3 to
top 3 have been starting to break away, and Jordan's just trying to break away as Titan pulls his way into P9 ahead of Leon. Now he's got a couple points to his name, and Panda almost goes for it on Allied Square. And the gap between Groggers and Jordan, 4.8. Jordan's almost there to get P5. He's almost there. He's at 4.9 now. We'll see if Groggers can close it anymore. As Synonymous forced off the track by SLR Andre. This is the fight for net P2. Synonymous almost hits the death curve as well. Ooh, Synonymous losing the back end. And Pluto, 1.7, he's got this win in the bag as long as he doesn't bin it. Jordan is 1 lap away from the victory on track. And at the moment, he is still sat in P5, and Synonymous has been disqualified.
Yeah.
And so is Panda.
Yeah.
Both of them did not use the adequate tires. Wow. Implications here at the end.
So 8 actual people are going to finish. So that's amazing. Leon spins out. And by the looks of it, Leon's going to lose to 2 bots. So that's amazing.
F. Allied Square getting past Titan there. I didn't even know Allied Square joined back, to be honest. The gap to, so now Jordan is set for P4. And the top 3 is gonna be Pluto so it looks like it's gonna be Pluto, Andre, and maybe ACL. I don't know. This top 3 could go to anyone at this point.
I think it's gonna be Pluto, Jordan.
And Andre lets Groggers go through.
Yeah,
that was weird.
I think it's gonna be Pluto, Jordan, George.
All right, here we go.
Oh no, sorry,
coming out of the final corner, or coming. Here's
Pluto,
RPL Jordan.
Yeah, I don't know. Something.
So RPL Jordan, he has done very well in this race, but the 5-second penalty for speeding has killed him as Titan spins it. RPL Jordan on track wins the Bahrain feature race but the victory goes to Pluto. And it's Pluto, Jordan, and ACL taking the podium positions. Allied Square in second, Stenner third, or Stenner seventh, Patrick eighth, Patrick jumps into seventh, Leon ninth, and Titan takes ninth ahead of Leon, and Nando Cedar in 11th. What a long weekend.
And was it very long weekend?
I don't ever want to do that again.
I don't know, I think that's... I mean, imagine doing that by yourself though, like, it's just a single commentator. I'd get so bored, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that would be AIDS. So... the weekend results. RPL Jordan, this is unofficial. RPL Jordan now, the championship leader. Pluto second, Bourbon third, Andre fourth, ACL in fifth. Hey, I mean, Egg, though your camp bosses didn't, your camp bosses didn't do half bad this week. P4, P5?
Yeah.
Best team effort. You had the best team effort, I'll give you that.
Could have been better, but yeah, Jordan
could have been a lot worse.
He could have been a lot worse. But Jordan does take the championship lead with, well, I mean, 3 podiums, a first and 2 seconds, and also fastest lap in one of them. It's just a very good weekend for the Spaniard, with Pluto and Bourbon second and third there. And yeah, it looks all set up for a really good championship fight this season. We got fast drivers and a good grid here, so yeah, I'm really excited.
And I would like to thank everybody for watching today's stream of RPL F2. Join us later today, where Mr. Titan will commentate the opening round of F1 Season 6.
I think
Reese Dainty in the Mercedes. Or no, Reese Dainty's in the Red Bull now. We'll see if he can make a championship challenge. What?
I think I might be on co-coms today for F1, so we'll see.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We'll see if Mr. Reese Dainty can make the best of his debut for Red Bull. At least I think it's his Red Bull debut. I mean, it's his Red Bull debut in this game. We'll see what he can do with it. And I thank you all for watching F2 today. Next week, we're in Saudi Arabia. So, death.
Yes, that'll be even better.
Yeah,
we'll see you next week.
The comedy will be max. That's gonna be peak comedy. Thank you all for joining us today, and make sure you join us next time.